We are now just a little over 5 months away from the official release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about this film is that we do know that Episode 9 is going to deliver a lot of prequel trilogy and original trilogy connections as well as inspirational material from Star Wars Legends / the Expanded Universe in order to tell a very unique and compelling story for the audience that goes ahead and sees this movie come December of this year. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very exciting for the new villain in Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that it's described that one of the scenes that were shot during the month of January involved a sequence between both Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, and an unnamed actor portraying the new villain known as the Dark Acolyte. It said that one of the scenes involved all three characters locking their blades together on set while the new villain had a hood over his head. It's described that one of the costume designs used for the unnamed actor, most likely Matt Smith portraying the Acolyte, was dubbed as Vance Zatza's Sith Cloak, where another prop used on set was his lightsaber that was dubbed as Vance Zatza's lightsaber hilt. It's described that to be a vital scene for the character development of Rey and Kylo Ren as they form an alliance to take down this new threat. It's said that the saber fight is extensive and is planned to be similar in length to Revenge of the Sith duel between both, of course, Kylo Ren and Rey versus the Dark Acolyte. While one of the sequences even involved the Dark Acolyte using Force Lightning against Kylo and Rey, where they both block it with their sabers. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that the Dark Acolyte is going to be a very vital character in Episode 9 in order to really benefit the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren. So this new Dark Acolyte is said to be a tool, if you will, a plot device that's going to be used by J.J. Abrams in order to force an alliance between both Rey and Kylo Ren to take down this new enemy, who is now being dubbed as Vance Zatza. So Vancezatsa. So what's really interesting about that name is that we haven't heard about a name like that before in, of course, Star Wars Legends and or the current canon material under the Star Wars franchise. Now, we do know that Episode 9 is going to deliver a lot of prequel trilogy-esque moments, and this particular 2-on-1 lightsaber duel is said to really deliver and match itself up to, of course, the 2-on-1 saber duels that we got in The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones, you name it. And that's what I love about those movies, is that it really does create a different dynamic to the Star Wars franchise. Instead of a 1-on-1 duel, you have a 2-on-1 lightsaber duel. So in this particular scene, we have a moment in which the Dark Acolyte is wearing what's best described as a Sith cloak that is actually called Vance Zatza's Sith Cloak, the prop that was used on set, the costume design, if you will, that most likely was indeed Matt Smith. So Matt Smith, in case you guys have not seen his work, he's been in a movie called Terminator Genesis as Skynet. If you guys want to get a little bit of an idea of how he is as a villain, there is actual footage online for you guys to see. Very interesting, I gotta say. Even though I did not like that movie a lot, I will say that you do get to see the potential of course, Matt Smith playing a villain in the Star Wars franchise. And aside from all of that, we also know that he's also attached to the Doctor Who, TV series. So a lot of people know who he is, and the fact that Disney listed him on a lot of their international StarWars.com websites, and then suddenly took him off once a lot of people were talking about Matt Smith being involved, as of course the new villain, as well as the new villain that eventually literally becomes Emperor Palpatine. So the other piece that I do want to go over is how this character is said to eventually use Force Lightning. The biggest question of all is, of course, is he able to use Force Lightning in and on his own, or is this the power of the Sith spirit of Palpatine himself? Now, we do know that this movie is going to borrow a lot of elements from Legends material, especially for this particular battle that takes place between both Rey, Kylo, and the Dark Acolyte. And to be quite honest, we do know that this film by J.J. Abrams really is going to reach toward higher levels than ever seen before in the Skywalker saga. And especially, the fact that J.J. Abrams is very goal-driven with this movie. He's very much, I guess you could say, ambitious about what he wants to use as a way to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy. Because keep in mind, this is a historical movie. This movie is going to be big as long as they market it correctly, where a lot of fans are going to go to this as a celebration, as an event, if you will. Because this is basically, decades worth in the making. This really is the end of the Skywalker saga. Disney and Lucasfilm are saying no ifs, ands, or buts, as of right now at least, that this is the end of the end for the Skywalker saga films, before they move on to the new Star Wars trilogy, which most likely is said to be based within the Old Republic era. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.